Hey, hold on. I mean, I'm ready. Stay live. I'm sorry, folks. I am working on 20 different things, and then I got a message wanting me to take somebody's picture down off of Facebook that I thought was pretty funny. I will share that with you. Here's a press release. Okay, let me see how to get this going. All right, here we go. All right, folks, I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Let me just say this. All right, first of all, there is the way you can text me. If you disagree with something or don't like something, it's 8:02 in the morning. Sorry about that. You agree, you ever want to be on the show, right there, it's on the screen. Now, download our apps. Let's get some work out of the way. We're going to get to this, everything this morning that is going on out there. Here are the apps, our new FYN TV apps. There you go. You can find our new FYN TV app at the Google Play Store. I think that's what it's called. You can find that app at the Apple Store or whatever, the Apple people out there, you Apple people. You can find it for your phone on Apple. You can find it on Roku, whatever it is. You can find that app there. You can find that app on Amazon, and you can also find that app on Amazon, Roku, Apple TV, your Apple phone, your Google phone. You can find that app. So that app is loaded and ready to go. If you're on the road, you just click on that app, and if something is live, you're going to get a message through that app also that's going on, and that's where we'll be putting a lot of our sports and everything, news, sports, you name it. Second, our Sunday morning edition. Let me get this. I don't want to say get this out of the way. We are now launching FYN Sunday edition, the Sunday edition. Believe it or not, no politics, no arrest records, no campaign ads, no news side of it. It is going to be great. If you want to get involved in the Sunday edition, you have a great story, family story, ghost story, I don't care what it is, recipes, things happening at your church, it'll all be in that FYN Sunday edition that launches this week. So there we go. Let's get that off there. Now let's start. First of all, this is my favorite one of the day. I have to do this now. By the way, if you do not want me to use any of your pictures, I always love this with Facebook, okay? Just a public service announcement. When you upload something to Facebook, you give it to them. I always love your privacy. I get it. I love it's your intellectual property, but read the terms and conditions when you send it up to Facebook. Bada bing, bada boom. And then when you say you want to be my friend, you're saying I would like to share my stuff with you. Very simple. You can get mad till the cows get home. But damn it, if you don't want me to use a picture off your Facebook page, unfriend me now. Period. There you go. That's the answer to the question this morning. Will you take my picture down? Unfriend me. Period. I can't get you pictures. All right, next but not least, I love this. I have waited. Not for Michigan results. No. Not for Kelly Loeffler to answer a real question in the media. No. This one I've waited for since 5 a.m. this morning. I couldn't wait. Here it is. Wait a minute. Don't put it up yet. I'm going to give you the number. At the Arizona debate next week, Democrats scrap live audience. Now put up number 27. My joke of the day. That includes the candidates. I was waiting for that one all morning. I kill myself with this material. Democrats scrap live audience for Arizona debate. Includes the two opponents. Are they alive? Is this weekend at Bernie's or weekend at Biden's? Who's propping these people up? 77, 78. And Trump's shaking hands. He don't give an SH asterisk asterisk. He feels great and he's going to shake hands. We'll talk about that. All right, so yesterday, let's not talk about the results yet. Hey, I got a question for you. Number 6, will Bama fans vote for Tommy Tuberville? Now, I need to know because I love the elite media. I got to go with this really quick. As you know, if you're new to the show, your host here, I can really chop up pronouncing something, right? I mean, Destiny knows that. She's just not going to acknowledge it. I could chop it all up. If I go to pronounce something, I get rolling. You're a host here. But is his name Tommy Tuberville with a tub or tuba? Is he playing the tuba? Because I love the elite media trying to read the teleprompter. Yes, as President Trump tweets his support for Tommy Tuberville. Really? That spells it out. If you don't know the old boy right there, Tuberville, will he? So anyhow, I just had to do that one. Now, here's the thing. Joe, number 19, all right? If you walk into, now let me say this, okay? If you are going to invite Beto O'Rourke, bingo, Joe, bingo. If you're going to invite Francis on stage, the guy that said, I'm going to go door to door, me, myself, I'm going to get in the van, I'm going to get a couple guys and we're coming to your house. We are taking your guns, your AR-14s. People are looking around. Really, Joe? If you get on the stage with old Francis, let me tell you this. I don't know who's advising you, but concerning Francis O'Rourke and concerning what you said, now this guy is right. They're not going to play it. He is 100% right. Joe, you do not walk into a sea, S-E-A, sea of hard hats. Oh, no, no, no. Not in Michigan. No, no, no. Not where the Motor City Madman comes from. No, no, no. Not Detroit Rock City. No, no, no. Not a sea of hard hats. So let's go with, you got the Joe Biden video, the one where I said, let's play that one first, okay? Because this guy, we're going to play him last. Oh, wait a minute. Let's play him first. You have the Facebook one? All right, let's do that one, okay?
These union workers that have been working countless hours under the Trump administration, I'd like you to explain how you plan to not only keep us working, but how you intend on getting the union vote when there is a large portion of the union workers that are gun enthusiasts, and you are actively trying to diminish our Second Amendment right and take away our guns.
You're full of shit.
All right, thank you.
No, shush. Shush. I support the Second Amendment. The Second Amendment, just like right now, if you yell fire, that's not free speech. And from the very beginning, I have a shotgun, I have a 20 gauge, a 12 gauge, my sons hunt. Guess what? You're not allowed to own any weapon. I'm not taking your gun away at all. You need 100 rounds.
So when you were in Beto, when you said you're going to take our guns, that
I did not say that. That's not true. I did not say that.
It's a viral video.
It's a viral video like the other ones they're putting out there. They're simply a lie.
Your voice, you said that you're taking the guns.
Well,
he just clarified it.
Wait. Hey, take your AR-14s.
Okay, this is not okay.
Hold on. All right. Hey, let's
Don't tell me anything, pal. I'm going to go outside.
There's a lot of guys.
You're
wanted.
man.
I'm not worried.
Hold on. So much.
Give me a break, man.
You're
Don't be such a
pushing
horse
up
guy.
on me.
Hey, there's a lot of
Hey.
Speak to Joe.
Look, here's the
Go
deal.
ahead, go.
Here's the deal. Are you able to own a machine gun?
Why on a machine
I said, are you able to own one? I'm the law.
machine guns are illegal?
That's right. So AR-15's illegal.
How is that in a machine gun?
No, it's not.
Semi-automatic.
Yeah, do you need 100 rounds? Do you need 100 rounds?
Deaths in America from handguns than there are what you call assault rifles. Why are you advocating for assault rifles when people are dying by hand?
Do not walk into a sea of hard hats if you're a dumbass. Now, I guess we could say it now. We could not say it because Trump said SH asterisk asterisk. But now that Joe says you're full of shit, I guess I could say it, right? I mean, why am I the bad guy? I mean, shit, damn it. I could go with that now, right? I have been holding back all this time. Now, I have only said, damn it. I really have. And I don't know if we should really be rolling out the shit cart. But since Biden is rolling it right out there and he looks at the guy like, hey, buddy. Now, wait a minute. Did Biden, let's see. Did Biden say he was going to take your gun? Is this guy correct? Or is he just a plant? Or is he correct? And Biden is, hold on here, buddy. I'm Joe. Hold on, let me get my teeth in. We'll go right after. Oh, I gotta be serious. I can't do a show like this. Let's roll the Biden tape. Let's roll that one. You got that one? Yes, that one right there. Let's roll that one.
Buy an assault weapon that has multiple rounds, or buy an assault weapon that has 100 rounds. Even though it may not, you can't point to the fact that it, in fact, had stopped it before. Do you want more of them on the street? Do we want to do that?
So to gun owners out there who say, well, a Biden administration means they're going to come for my guns.
Bingo. You're right if you have an assault weapon. The fact of the matter is they should be illegal, period. Look, the Second Amendment doesn't say you can't restrict the kinds of weapons people can own.
We had a candidate, and his name was Joe Biden. B-I-N-G-O. Bingo, baby. Bingo. Joe said, bingo. All right, I'm trying to stay serious, but I tell you every day, there's two things that you got to get clear. When you talk to your friends, you have to be very clear. There's no moderate lane to the Democrat Party. There's no moderate lane. Anybody that believes that Democrats are coming out and voting for Joe Biden because there's a moderate lane, it's not true. And two, if you don't believe this guy in the hard hat yesterday that Joe dressed down, that's working, he's a union worker, bingo, okay? They want your guns. Now, let's play the last one in that area. Is it Francis O'Rourke? We got that one. Let's play Francis real quick.
Ladies and gentlemen, el próximo presidente de los Estados Unidos, Joe Biden. Let's do it for Joe.
I want to make something clear. I'm going to guarantee you this is not the last year seeing this guy. You're going to take care of the gun problem with me. You're going to be the one that leads this effort. I'm counting on you. I'm counting on you. We need you badly. The state needs you. The country needs you. You're the best.
I'm counting on you, Sonny. Sonny, I'm counting on you. I'm counting on you to go get the guns. You're going to be the guy, Sonny, to go get all the guns. I'm counting on you. We have to have you. I don't have enough breath to get this out. It has to be you. Yes, Francis O'Rourke said, I will come get your guns. And Joe said, I'm counting on you to solve the gun problem. Take this serious. I'm not making any jokes. Take this serious. This guy in Michigan yesterday, a union worker, he's got his question ready. I got to give it to him. He is the 2020 Joe the Plumber for me, okay? They're probably looking for this guy. I don't know. I have not had an opportunity to look for more media accounts of this guy that's out there somewhere, but I'm going to tell you now, they're serious. They're coming to get your guns. Why, what the hell? In 2 weeks, they freaked your ass out to go get the toilet paper off the damn shelf. I mean, it's not a roll of toilet paper in however miles. Why, they won't come get my gun. Let me tell you something. They freaked your ass out over coronavirus within 2 weeks, and everybody's shutting down. Well, that's different. We're just too damn dumb to understand the coronavirus, but we understand they won't get our guns. I'm sorry, I'm not being negative to you, but you better wake up if you feel two things this morning. There's a moderate lane in the Democrat Party. negative. And if you don't think they're coming to get your guns, and that guy, look, you walk into a sea of hard hats, I can name several places, Joe, that you're not welcome, or Democrats. And it will show up on Election Day. Now, I'm going to take a brief break. We're going to be done with that one. When we come back, I want to talk about too close to call, because there's another thing I want to warn you. And before we go to break, let me say this. I want you to look at this picture. I have a lot of pictures. We're going to have tax tips with Beth Bennett at 9 o'clock, and then at 9:20 this morning, around 9:15, 9:20, we are going to have legal immigration. We are going to have a lady in the studio from Cuba that legally came to this country, is a citizen, is going to tell you the truth about Cuba, not what the corporate corrupt media, but we are going to have two things: legal immigration and the truth about Cuba. And I'm excited about this segment. I really am. You're going to want to see this at the end of the second half of the show. I want to show you something. I'm going to get in trouble for this, but damned, I don't care, right? When's the last time I cared if I got in trouble? Put up number 2. We'll talk about this later. She gets it. Haley endorses Loeffler at Marietta rally. Okay. Now, I like Greg Bluestein, but he is the most recent, and I don't want to know if recent, but he is the most recent castrated male by Kelly Loeffler. I mean, I don't know what happens. You can get mad at me, but hell, I'm just going to roll with it, okay? A man walks into the lady's presence and he comes out without the family jewels. I don't know. Just saying. Something happens, okay? Drop them at the door. I know. Hey, Joe could say you're full of shit, but I can't say that. Why am I the damn bad guy, huh? I should not be allowed to have this much fun, but look at this picture, okay? Now, I want you to identify, why is that picture important? Text me at 706-889-9700 and tell me what it is about that picture alone. Give it to me. Let me see if you get it, okay? There you go. It's on the screen. I got it right here. If you send it, I will read it. What is it? Put the picture up one more time. What is it about that picture there? Take us to break.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in Ellijay, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Circuit World has complete queen bedroom packages at amazing prices. Get this queen bed, dresser and mirror, one nightstand, bedding set, and free 32-inch TV, all for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this complete queen bedroom set and sleep in style, also for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. What an incredible deal! Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Lower truck prices? Consider it done. Get huge truck month savings at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, like over $12,000 off new Silverado Crew Cabs, or more than $8,000 off new 2020 Equinox. Every Chevy truck and SUV has a huge Days discount during truck month. So get into Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Pick out your Chevy truck, and let's get this done. Days Chevrolet. Days gets it done. Find new roads.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
All right, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. There you go. That's the way you can text the show. You can tell me what you think. Now, I asked a question on Facebook. We're going to answer it in just a minute, okay? We're going to answer it in just a minute. Now, I asked, well, let's do this segment right now. And should I call him Tuberville, Tommy Tuberville, or Tuberville? Tommy, or just Tommy? It's funny because here's a guy, number 6, Tommy here. He used to be the head coach there, right, at Auburn University. Now, I do have a lot of Auburn fans that are friends, Alabama fan. I have one of the biggest Bama fans I have ever met. I mean, get the hats, the shoes, the works, that sent me a text and answered the question. So I think I have a real answer to my question. Will Alabama fans vote for old Tommy when he used to wear the Auburn Tiger colors? And let me see, I have, where's it at? Give me number 5. So here it is. Tommy, if you're listening to the mainstream media, as they call it, Tuberville. He's a Tuberville. Tommy Tuberville is running for U.S. Senate from the great state of Alabama. I think this truly answers all the questions. You know, I don't want to put a lot of time into it, but there was questions out there, or the circle of, was Jeff Sessions really doing what Trump wanted by appointing the special counsel, Robert Mueller, recusing himself and exposed this? All of it's out there. But I think the president, with one clear swipe, told you exactly how he feels about Jeffrey Beauregard Sessions. You got to say Beauregard. Beauregard, boy, my boy, with the ears. So Trump clipped his ears yesterday. I mean, if Dumbo could fly, Jeffrey had them ears clipped yesterday by the president. One tweet. He is a tweet clipper. You know what I mean? Hashtag Trump the tweet clipper. He will clip the wings right off your ass. One tweet and you're done. So I think Jeffrey is done. But anyhow, I asked the question. Here is Donald. Is running for U.S. Senate from the great state of Alabama. Tommy was a terrific head coach at Auburn University. Now, will Bama fans overlook this? He is a real leader, capital letters, who will never let MAGA or our country keep America great or our country down. Tommy will protect your Second Amendment. Well. Oh, Tommy. Now, here it is. And here's what I have this morning. I have it here somewhere. And here's the old Tommy in the Tuberville right here. Here it is. They're in on it. They're number 32. Jeff Sessions suffers a blow in Senate bid. MSNBC. There is Beauregard. And there's Beauregard. And let's see. I've got another one here somewhere. Where is Beauregard and Tommy? I have them. Stay with me here. It won't take me long. Well, actually, that was number 33. The next one over. Number 33. Trump endorses Jeff Sessions' rival. So, the question is, Trump said, hey, Auburn in his tweet. Just saying. That's what he said. So, I asked the question on Facebook. I grabbed the magic 8-ball. And for you kids out there, you don't understand. That's how we made all decisions in the 70s, was the magic 8-ball. Should I vote for Jeffrey or Tommy Tuberville, as the media calls him? All right. And the 8-ball said, I need a magic 8-ball. Order me one today. I want it immediately. I want it right here on the desk, because we're going to ask the 8-ball some of these questions. Bama fans forgive Tuberville. I'm going to go with that. Here is from a Bama fan. Bama fans forgive Tuberville, but many won't forgive Jeff Sessions. For his part in allowing the Russian witch hunt. Get out of control while the Russian witch hunt get out of control while at the same time not investigating Hillary. Roll Tide, roll Tuberville. Whoa, I'm telling you, that's the Bama fan of all Bama fans. By the way, when he coached at Auburn, Bama fans gave him the nickname of Ears. Thank you. Oh, by the way, I love watching your show while drinking coffee in the morning. I just had to throw that in. So we have an official statement that Bama fans will cross over. They will cross the aisle. They will reach across the aisle. This is the one time I'm okay with reaching across the aisle and vote for Tommy. There you go. Get that off the screen. That's done. Put that out there. Will Bama fans vote for Tommy? And let's see what happens. Now, let me give you this one picture. Here's another segment, okay? Because I've got a lot here going on, all right? I've only got 25 minutes, all right? And I want to get this. We have a great segment. Now, we have tax tips with Beth Bennett from 9 to 9:15, and then we will have in studio a lady, legal immigration from Cuba. Going to give a little different story than what Bernie Sanders and what socialism looks like with their Medicare, with their medical for all. Let me get this. So you ready? A new segment? Okay, bada bing, bada boom. Here we go. Number 2. Now put up number 2. So first of all, I have upset, and I love it. I love it. I call them the bow tie and pearls. The ladies that wear the pearls, the red dress for, Republican. Does this red dress look good with these heels and all of these bracelets and rings and pearls? I call them the ladies in pearls that go to the Cobb Republican Party. I say the guys in bow ties. The tux and bow tie guys over in Buckhead. Anyhow, I have upset some Loeffler supporters, and I love it. I love it. How angry can you get? I mean, they made the mean face, you know, that face, that angry face on Facebook, just for a couple of these people that are supporting Kelly and don't like what I say and do. Anyhow, let me get to this, okay? She gets it. Haley endorses Loeffler at Marietta rally. Now, I could be wrong and I will get attacked, but I want to know something. What's important with this picture? They don't do these by accident. You think there's accidents that happen here. Oh, hail to the no, there's no accident in this picture, okay? Because this is girl power, right? I know. I'm going to get all the women that hate me now. Hey, I'm going to take a damn chance, all right? Period. But this is girl power 101. Yes, it is. Girl power. No guys on the stage. That's how I know Bluestein's lost it. And you know what I mean. I like Greg, but, you know, this is a setup, folks. I see through this. Now, obviously, when I was a child, I went through too many highlight magazines and I circled and found all of the shoes and stuff in a tree. You know, you find that shoe in a tree. Sorry, you might think that's simple, but that has prepared me for today. Now, from the left, I think we have Latina. We'll go with Latina, okay? We have a lady Latina on the far left. My left? No. Right? Wherever the hell it is. We have a lady Latina. Then we have Kelly. We have the lovely Kelly, the white girl. Yes, Kelly is the white girl. Yes, she is. Say it one more time. No white privilege there, just the white girl. Hanging out with her girls, Latina. Then we have Nikki Haley. And she's an Indian. Not Pocahontas Indian. No, she's not Pocahontas Indian. I'm telling you, she's Indian. But she's not Elizabeth Warren, you know, she's not TP, all the above. She's Indian. You figure it out. And then we have a black lady. Giselle, I think her name's Giselle, right? African American. We will be polite on the show. African American, but let's look at the picture and break it down. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I've lost my mind. I'm fine with that. There's other people that have said that. So we go Latina, white girl, Indian, black girl. Girl power, and Greg Bluestein that dropped them at the door, the latest man that doesn't have enough set to ask a damn real question of these people. Like Giselle. I love Giselle. I've watched her on the Georgia Gang. Get this out. I like her. And then all of a sudden, she comes. I want to know, am I the bad guy? Giselle, how much does the Kelly Loeffler campaign pay you? Period. Nikki Haley, how much did the Loeffler campaign pay for your endorsement? Did they put it in one of your political action committees? Did they agree to go on Amazon and buy 900 books? I don't know. All the above, okay? She gets it. Let me tell you what, I get it too. I get it too. Girl power. Latina, white woman, Indian, black woman. Boom. Done. Over. Quick break. Not a long one. And we'll be right back.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
I'm Jeff Riblett, President of Asset Protection Group. As a certified financial planner and with 20 years experience, I've helped thousands of families and business owners create a tremendous amount of wealth. Fortunately, most of that wealth has been protected. Don't allow an unforeseen life event, such as a nursing home stay or the next market meltdown, destroy your family's wealth. Be smart. Call me Let's determine how best to protect your assets and preserve your wealth.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
It's been 4 generations of family ownership, tens of thousands of customers, and more Chevys than we'd ever be able to count. And more than 60 years later, when we say Days gets it done, we still mean it. With the North Georgia Mountains lowest Chevy prices, a huge selection, and outstanding customer care. See Days Chevrolet in Jasper, and let's get it done. Days Chevrolet. Days gets it done. Find new roads.
All right, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Remember, folks, from this point out, Joe Biden is the one that told the guy he was full of shit. Okay? Not me. So before you call me vulgar and disgusting and all this, what's with, the realities of life? What's with the toilet paper disappearing off the shelf? I mean, I'm thinking the first use, my understanding is toilet paper is to wipe your ass. So what does the coronavirus do? Cause you to get the runs or something? I'm just saying, why the hell am I the bad guy? Why? I get tired of that S-H-I asterisk. Like you don't know, Joe Biden. I'm sorry, that was wrong. That was out of line. That was cruel. That was vulgar. What the hell? You're the one taking the toilet. I'm in the damn bathroom this morning doing a paper count. Oh, hell, how many do I have? My nerves are shot. What if I get the corona and the runs and there's no TP? Oh. No TP. What was that crazy dude? What was that crazy dude? Beavis and Butthead? No TP for my cornhole or whatever it was, or TP? Was that what it was? Oh, the kids know that one. All right, I got to get past that. All right, here, I'm going to be serious, very serious, folks. First of all, let's say this. Okay, number one, give me number one. I do believe, now Biden's going to do a serious, there's two things happening here. Biden, they don't want any more. You have Clyburn, James Clyburn of South Carolina is already saying, end the debates, end them, okay? And the reason they want to end them is they feel they've gotten just enough. They're going, we just crossed the finish line. Bernie, give up, and then we don't have to put Joe in public. Do you realize the ass whipping Joe will take not by Bernie himself in a debate. I mean, Biden will be asking and answering his own questions. He's so off the charts. He's such a buffoon. They need him off TV. Off TV. And Joe, just shut the hell up, and then we'll figure out how to prop you back up after the convention. All right? But Joe Biden is going to do a serious speech this week concerning the coronavirus. Now, this woman here, NBC hopes Americans dying from corona will take down Trump presidency. I do believe that off a website. I do believe that. As sad as it is, I do believe they're cheering for people to die. Can you play the clip that goes with that for me? And then after that, we'll talk about the coronavirus. Huh? Well, you mean you only got 3 videos? Double check. Now, I could have sent it to Shanghai or something because that's the way I am. All right, let's not play that video. All right, so let's stay focused here. I was going to play the video of them talking on her show to prove to you they are discussing if people die. All right, so let's go through our quick coronavirus, okay, update here. We know... Okay, in Georgia, let's go to number 3. In Georgia, right there, 5 new presumed positive COVID, 19 cases. There you go, 1 in Cobb, confirmed. Polk County, presumed positive. There's 1 up here in, there's 1, it says DeKalb, Cherokee County, which is Canton, just 20 minutes. That's my go-to. I mean, I don't venture out far. I go down to Canton, I hit the Olive Garden, and then I hit the Red Lobster, you know, when it's Lobster Fest, and the Olive Garden for some breadsticks from time to time. I hit a burger joint or 2. You know what I mean? And now Waffle House down here. I mean, I can't go to Canton. My nerves are shot, but that's from the governor of Georgia. Now, number 51. Yes, they want Trump to stop. They want somebody very close to the organization. If they could get somebody very close to the organization to get the coronavirus, okay, that's in their prayers. Trump campaign announces new event despite virus fears, okay? Now, look at this, number 50. This is the dumbass in New York, okay? He is a straight-up dumbass, okay? The governor, Como, whatever the hell his name, New Rochelle. They sent all the Jews home yesterday. Oh, that was terrible, right? Well, if you know New Rochelle, New York there, you might know it's, you know, there's a lot of Jewish people in town. They're quarantined, the circle. Boom! Right there. 1,000 cases, at least 31. New Rochelle has been quarantined. Now, obviously, the captain of the cruise ship, he is not a Trump fan at all because he's lying to you. Here is CNN number 49. Actually, let's go to 48 first because I think that's the first part of it. Let's go to 48. We have not been receiving timely nor accurate information from the government agencies who have developed and are managing the disembarkment plan. Okay? Cruise ship passengers quarantined. Let's go to 49. Making it virtually impossible for me, the captain, to prepare you and guide you on the processes, okay? Captain John Harry Smith, the Grand Princess. Let me tell you something, John. First of all, I can't tell you that. We're on live TV. There's some things I won't say. But hell would be involved. Anyhow, John, let me tell you. Disembark. Get down the damn ramp. There'll be people who meet you at the ramp. You go on there. Hey, look. We're going to do deck C, deck D. That's the way they do it, damn it. I've been on a cruise. So you just disembark the decks and you let the people at the bottom handle it from there and shut the hell up. Here's the point I want to make. Do you realize this also has, what would you call it? You have to clear customs. A lot of these people are not from here. They're not all from here. So you have to go through customs, you have to go through immigration, you have to go through things. Shut the hell up and get the people off the damn boat. I'm sorry, had to do that. I'm running out of time. This guy's running the whole world. You got to give it to him. Number 41, this little doc, right? No, is that 40? It's 47. My bad. Don't go to a pandemic yet. So 47, this little guy's running the whole damn world. I mean, he gets up and he says, boom, stock market crashes. Boom, stock market goes up. Boom, you get the toilet paper off the shelf. The little dude's running the whole world. All right, especially America. Let's go to number 45. Coronavirus pandemic. Google North American employees to work from home. Don't come in. Don't you guys get any damn ideals over there. You got it? I seen it right through the glass. Boom. No. Number 44. I should not enjoy myself this much. Uber considers suspending drivers' rider accounts. I heard you had the corona. Get the hell out of my car. There you go. Your account's suspended. I'm not picking your ass up. All right. Number 43. Trump plans economic measures to battle the virus. Number 42. U.S. officials would like Trump to stop shaking hands. That damn Trump shakes hands everywhere. How are you? How are you? How are you? How are you? It's like a Bugs Bunny cartoon. Remember when Bugs would shake everybody's hand? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Pardon me, excuse me, right? Trump is just rolling, shaking those damn hands. I feel good, he said. All right, let's go. Oh, hell. Here's the pen, number 41. Bam, in your face, corona pandemic. All right, number 40. Here is this jackass. He is a big jackass. All right, he is the governor of New York. And the governor did what? A state of emergency so he could get money. That's all it does. Called out, holy mackerel, look at this, number 39. What did he call out the National Guard to do? Use the toilet paper? What the hell? Why's the National Guard been called out? Why? Oh my, because they get more money. You got to understand. When they call a national emergency or a state of emergency, it gives them the availability of more money. Period. When they call out the National Guard, I'm pouring a sweat over here. Let's go with this, number 38. New Rochelle Containment Zone, 1 mile. All right, here's Harvard University. These are the bright ones, right? Let's go to Harvard for the bright ones, number 37. In an effort to densify our community. Get your ass and go home. Get in the car. Go home. Go to your mommy and daddies. Give them the virus. Not here. Holy mackerel. All right, now I'm going to show this just for a reason. Number 36, they said it here. We have been unsuccessful at getting anyone with knowledge or authority to provide accurate information to share with you in time of... I apologize. What are they doing? Ship to shore. Ship to shore. Hey, ship to shore. SOS. We're out here. I get nothing but static, Captain. Oh, my God. You know, they should send in those little penguins. What was their names? You know, the ones on the movie, the little penguins that run the ship? What are they? Damn it, tell me. Don't just look at me like that. The penguins, Madagascar, right? They should send them in to get the ship. I know. He's losing it. No, I'm not, damn it. They're losing it. Okay, let me get to a couple more. Number 30. Let's roll this. Let's roll this. We've got 5 minutes. We've got to make a move. Trump sees no reason to be tested for coronavirus. I feel great. He said, hey, I'm feeling good. I feel great. I had a great breakfast. Extra on the bacon. I am good, baby. I don't want tested. I don't want tested for nothing. Maybe your mom should have got tested. Boom. How's that? That's just something Trump would say. All right. I'll shake hands with anybody. Come on over. I'll shake your hand. Shake your hand. Wipe your nose. Shake your hand. I got it, Trump. Number 29. Trump contact with GOP politicians with the coronavirus. Will they come out and report every damn person that survives? All right, number 28. This is a big one. Talk shows are banned. Studio audience amid the coronavirus breakdown. Yeah, no studio audience. Oh, my God. Oprah can't give away cars. Number 27. Let's do this again just for the fun of it. Democrats scrap live audience for Arizona debate. My joke of the day, that includes the candidates. I kill myself. Here's number 26. Dr. Fouquet, is that his name? Number 2, the boy is running the world, Dr. Fouquet. I mean, he stands up there. You want a test? I have one. Send me a self-addressed stamped envelope to my address. I'm running the whole damn world. Little dude's running everything. You got to give it to him. He stands up here. 25. The cruise ship. There's Obama's 51st state, right? Or his 52nd or 53rd. Remember, he couldn't count them all. They got the cruise ship. 21. Then you have all the deaths and the hot spots. Oh, my God. And number 24, coronavirus tops 1,000. All right. Now, I'm not going to able to get into this. So let me see if I got any more corona. Give me a number 15. Sanders and Biden campaigns cancel event over coronavirus. Trump is putting them on the schedule. They're canceling them so they don't look so bad. 2 old guys, right? Here's number 14. It's just everywhere already how delays in testing set back the U.S. coronavirus response. Coronavirus. Here it is, number 13. You can get mad at me all day long. If you can look at this picture and you can't tell that's 3 Jewish fellas headed home, that's your problem, not mine. Rochelle, okay? Coronavirus New York creates containment area around cluster in New Rochelle. There's 3 Jewish fellas. Hey, I know. Just saying. All right, we got to roll this up. I got 2 more minutes, okay? Okay, I have to do this. And we're going to go 1, all right? Let me say this. Number 4, I'm not leaving with that. Ralston announces plan to cut Georgia income tax rate again. The House crossover is Thursday. We'll talk about crossover tomorrow. But crossover is Thursday. We will focus on that. And thank you, Mr. Speaker, for honoring what the campaign, what politicians said in tax cuts. So we're going to get another tax cut. We'll see what happens when it comes to the Senate side. And last but not least, let me put this up. And I want you to look at this for a reason, because we're going to do this tomorrow. Now, you're going to say election results, right? And I want you to focus on something here. Okay, I'm going to get something, and we're going to go. I had it here just a minute ago, but we're going to do it. Now, number 21. Let's do the takeaway on this. I'm very serious, okay? No horsing around here. Look at that screen. Now, pay attention. This is the next morning, okay? Now, if you will go through, I want you to pay attention to something. And I'm not being mean, but I want you to pay serious attention. Look to the left. Now, there's Steve Kornacki, and there's Little Willie from MSNBC, Decision 2020. Washington, too close to call. North Dakota, too early to call. Even Michigan is like only 93% of the count is in. Mississippi, too close to call for Bernie, and the count is 94% in or something. I want you to stay with me on this. Tomorrow we're going to do a segment called Too Close to Call. And it is my prediction for election night in November. We call it Too Close to Call. I'm going to do that tomorrow morning. Look, we're going to have tax tips with Beth Bennett. I can't wait right after this message. And then we're going to have a special guest this morning that you do not want to miss come around 9:20. We're going to talk to somebody. We're going to talk about legal immigration. We're going to have somebody in here about legal immigration and somebody in here that is from Cuba and is going to give you and this is going to be great to share with your friends. This is one of the most exciting segments that we've done here in a long time. So we're going to take a break. I'm going to try to break a sweat. And we'll be right back.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
I'm Jeff Riblett, President of Asset Protection Group. As a certified financial planner and with 20 years experience, I've helped thousands of families and business owners create a tremendous amount of wealth. Fortunately, most of that wealth has been protected. Don't allow an unforeseen life event, such as a nursing home stay or the next market meltdown, destroy your family's wealth. Be smart. Call me. Let's determine how best to protect your assets and preserve your wealth.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
It's been 4 generations of family ownership, tens of thousands of customers, and more Chevys than we'd ever be able to count. And more than 60 years later, when we say Days gets it done, we still mean it. With the North Georgia Mountains lowest Chevy prices, a huge selection, and outstanding customer care. See Days Chevrolet in Jasper, and let's get it done. Days Chevrolet. Days gets it done. Find new roads.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Circuit World has complete queen bedroom packages at amazing prices. Get this queen bed, dresser and mirror, 1 nightstand, bedding set, and free 32-inch TV, all for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this complete queen bedroom set and sleep in style, also for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. What an incredible deal! Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Lower truck prices? Consider it done. Get huge truck month savings at Day Chevrolet in Jasper, like over 12,000 off new Silverado crew cabs, or more than 8,000 off new 2020 Equinox. Every Chevy truck and SUV has a huge Days discount during truck month, so get into Day Chevrolet in Jasper. Pick out your Chevy truck, and let's get this done. Day Chevrolet. Days gets it done. Find new roads.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
Hey folks, we're back. It's time for Tax Tips with Beth Bennett and Crystal Nadolski. Did I get that correct?
You did.
I can't spell it, so don't put that pressure on me.
I think that'll be our next segment.
Me spelling the
Yeah,
Nadolski.
I like it.
I
like
got
We'll
it.
bring a prize for him.
Hey, look, it's on the screen.
Oh, hold on a minute, my hair.
Oh my.
Anyhow, Tax Tips with Beth Bennett from H&R Block and Crystal. We love to do these segments, and I'll tell you, because we always say we want you to go to a tax professional. So what we have done is we've gone out there and we found professionals, plural. See, people say go to a tax professional. We went plural.
I like it.
Tax professional.
Took me a long time to get the plural in here, didn't it? Like 2 years, 3 years?
You have great material. You really do.
She's stubborn, that
Okay,
one.
so anyhow, this is not a coronavirus update.
No.
Quit smiling. I know you want to do a you can't do a coronavirus.
Can we just drink Corona?
I think it's the time for
Yes,
it.
these come
Tis the
by.
season.
Come by, get your taxes done. They keep a couple cold Coronas back there. You want a Corona? Let's do.
It'll ease the pain.
Yeah, there you go. You know what? Let's we've got a short segment this morning, but I want to say this. You know, just yesterday. Now, I think we can all agree, and this is not a political segment, that the president will just say anything.
True story.
True,
so.
true.
Yeah,
He'll
for
say
us.
anything. He'll say anything at any given time. But
I like that about him some days.
yesterday, seriously, somewhere in the reading that I do, that it's even being considered, the coronavirus is being considered to extend tax filing. So
my tax professional's husband brought that up the other day. He said, do you think that they'll extend the tax deadline because of the coronavirus? It would have to get really bad for that to happen, don't you think? Do you think we're there?
No, we're not there. But the reason I wanted to bring it up with you is because if you get but you stay up, you guys stay up on the latest thing out there, period. If it's happening, if it relates to taxes, it relates to their filing and what they need to file or when they can file, you guys are on top of that. And the reason I wanted to bring that up this morning is just because of that. If you feel you hear something and somebody out there tells you that there's a new tax filing date, be careful with that. Call these guys. They'll know immediately, because immediately things like that happen, you guys get notified instantaneously.
Yes.
And if you haven't been notified, you stay with it's not real until we get notified. Can I say that?
You can say that.
Yes, sir.
That is one of the great things about being part of a big corporation. We have a team that works directly with that, right? We've got the lobbyists, we've got the people that are connected directly with the IRS that get it straight from there. We don't have to wait to hear it down the line through the news feeds. We get it straight from the horse's mouth of what changes are being made and what's happening. Like, for instance, there's a lot of talk right now about, the healthcare penalty that you paid for all those years. There's talk now, and it's passed. The Supreme Court has accepted to hear this case about refunding people those penalties. But it's got to go to the next level. So it's not passed. So that's already
because this happened a couple years ago. Let me say this: a couple years ago, the media put out that they ended the penalty.
Yes.
But that wasn't for the year that people were coming to you and saying,
right.
when they were doing their taxes, they were saying, but why am I being penalized? The media said X.
Correct.
And you said, yes, but that's next year.
Correct.
And then the Supreme Court is going to hear it because there's discussion that was illegal. Unconstitutional. It was unconstitutional to mandate you to buy something.
Correct.
Right? But that's being talked about. And this is good because we're talking about this, and we're talking about actually the coronavirus and any dates of filing or any changes in filing. This is why, excuse me, this is why there's a lot of good people out there that file taxes. It's a big country, a lot of good people. But this is why I recommend you go to a professional. And I don't want to say anything negative. And you guys have several locations, and all of your people in your locations meet X qualifications to be there, period.
Correct. You do a minimum of 18 hours every year of continuing education to continue to work with us each year to stay up to date and abreast of all the new tax law changes and what's going on. And if something breaks today, we've got it. Like we just got a memo yesterday on the healthcare penalty and what that looks like going forward and what could happen. So, if that does get passed, and they don't expect that to be heard for over a year.
Right.
Right? And so if that happens, people would have to file amended returns to request that penalty back. The sticky part in that is you can only go back 3 years on a tax return. So you paid a penalty in 2016, you only have till the end of this year to pay that to get that refund back. So I don't know how that will work out. So there's a lot at stake. But yes, we get lots of information daily, regularly. If there's any changes, we get it very quickly, and we share it with all of our people. And there's always classes out there. They'll put out a 1-hour class that our people can do online to get all that information, to digest it, and then share back out with their clients.
Folks, they have multiple locations, and I will tell you this, knowing both of these ladies here, they will not, and I say that firmly with them sitting here, they will not have anyone in their locations that are not professionals ready to work with you to file the best return. There's a such thing as filing the best return.
Correct.
I've been correct a lot this morning. We're going
You're doing good.
We're going to
On
save
point.
this segment on point. I like correct better. Just keep saying correct. But seriously, this is why I recommend these two ladies and their staff in all of their locations. We'll let Beth or Crystal Nadosky name all of them if they wish and give you a phone number. And I'm also going to say something else. I will guarantee something. I'm going out here on a limb.
Go on a limb.
Do you get nervous when I go on a limb?
No.
Not. I love it. I love it. I'm going to go on a limb out here and say, yes, they have hours of operation for their office, but if you call, they will make sure they schedule you in. They will work with you because you, the customer, you're the one that's important. You're the one that they need to get the return in for, so they will work in your schedule. You like that?
I love it.
Did you?
Great job.
You're going to add that on to like your taglines and stuff?
I do.
Okay, I'll send you my fee. Tell them how many locations you have, if you wish, names, numbers, whatever you want to do.
Go ahead. 8 locations all across North, West, and East Georgia. And find us on hrblock.com is the best way. That's a lot of phone numbers to share, Brian. No one's going to keep up with that. But I do want to plug one more time. Don't forget Monday is the filing deadline if you are an S corporation or a partnership. Don't want to be late for that. It's $200 per partner per K1 on that return per month. And they do not waive those penalties. So make sure you get that return in, get it filed by Monday. If not, get your extension filed. Don't be late. It's the bad one.
Bad one.
Bad.
Hey, folks, FYNTV, FetchYourNews.com YouTube channel. You can find all these segments. Tax Tips with Beth Bennett. You can find all the segments there. Share them with your friends. And these professionals, tax professionals, and also they will help you prepare for next year, right?
Correct. Yes.
I was just going with the,
intentional.
I wanted to end on a correct. I'm your host, VKP, and we're going to be right back. You do not want to miss this next segment. You know, the thing is, if they watch it on YouTube, they're going to wonder, what was that next segment? But you don't want to miss this. We'll be right back. Thank you, ladies. Enjoy your day.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Circuit World has complete queen bedroom packages at amazing prices. Get this queen bed, dresser and mirror, one nightstand, bedding set, and free 32-inch TV, all for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this complete queen bedroom set and sleep in style, also for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. What an incredible deal! Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Chevrolet,
truck prices? Consider it done. Get huge truck month savings at Day Chevrolet in Jasper, like over 12,000 off new Silverado crew cabs, or more than 8,000 off new 2020 Equinox. Every Chevy truck and SUV has a huge Days discount during Truck Month. So get into Day Chevrolet in Jasper. Pick out your Chevy truck, and let's get this done. Find new roads.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
Hey, good morning, folks. We are back. Yes, Brian is not here. He has flown the coop. We have taken over. We've taken over the studio. I have a dear friend of mine with me today. Her name is Ceci Acevedo. Ceci and I serve on the Humane Society board together. Ceci serves in a volunteer and a paid capacity over at the Arts Center in Fannin County in Blue Ridge.
That's correct.
She is instrumental in bringing a lot of different events. For instance, the Art in the Park, both segments, the spring and the fall, which are two big fundraisers for the art show. She's instrumental in putting that whole thing on. But today what we want to do is we want to focus on something that's been in the news, something that doesn't get talked about enough, and that is the political wing of the party, the Democrat Party right now, which is focused on socialism and their love of that form of government. What I'm trying to do this morning is I'm trying to do a little educational segment, and I thought who better to bring in to chat about that environment than someone who has lived it, their family has lived it, some of their family continues to live it. Ceci was born in Cuba.
That is correct.
Born in Cuba, and I'm not going to say when.
It's okay.
I'm not going to say when. Let's just say, no, I won't even say.
Many years ago.
Yeah. I think you can still be my daughter, though.
Oh, no.
If not, you'll be my little sister.
Okay.
Anyway, Ceci's just a dear friend, and she is so passionate about her support of Donald Trump and support of the Cuban American population. Is that how you the best phrase it?
Absolutely. I'm very proud to be an American, but I am a Cuban American,
Okay.
and I keep my roots.
You know, you don't want to offend people, and you just say, you know, well, you're this and that and the other. You don't want to put them in groups. But let's face it, when the majority of the Ceci, by the way, came over from Cuba. When I say came over, they were involved in a freedom flight just before the actual freedom flight happened, which was 1965 to 1971, 73, something like that.
That's correct.
And what happened, and correct me if I'm wrong, I'm just going to try to paraphrase some of this stuff here. Castro really came about in about 1953 when they had the first revolution.
Yeah, ultimately he took over like in 1959.
Right.
So my parents and I came to this country in 1962. I'm aging myself now.
That's okay. That's okay. You look great, by the way. Ceci and her two sisters, she's a middle child. That means she's like my wife. She's the overachiever of the three. But what I was just, and we've talked, you know, we just didn't come on here and just say, hey, what do you want to talk about? We've talked about the life, the struggles, the upbringing that they were subject to, the challenges that her parents faced, the displacement that took place, moving from city to city for a couple of years. Now, as most people know, the majority of the Cuban population that has transplanted to the U.S. legally lives in South Florida.
About 60% of the Cuban population lives in Florida.
And that number is roughly about 1.5 million, correct?
Well, total, I think, in the United States is about 1.5 million Cubans.
Okay.
And about 60% of those, 68% of those live in Florida.
So when Castro came into power, and officially I think it was December 31st, 1958, the regime started right after that. You were kind of given the choice. You either say you support the regime or get your butt out.
During that time, there was the United States and Cuba had an agreement, and whoever wanted to get out at that point was able to get out. Obviously it was a huge struggle. My parents had to leave their careers.
Now, I want to preface this by saying, these people were and are well educated. Mm-hmm. They owned their own business. Your mom, I believe, as I recall, was an educator. She was a teacher. Your dad owned his own business. He was in the auto parts industry. Very, very successful. But they made the conscious choice, knowing what they were about to subject their kids to and themselves to give up everything that they owned, literally, except for the clothes on y'all's back.
That is correct.
The suitcase full of your clothes.
One suitcase. 3 little girls, my sisters and I were...
You're a year apart.
We're a year apart, my sisters and I. So we were 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah.
And my 2 parents. And obviously it was a struggle because my mother had a sister, and her husband decided to stay in Cuba.
They made the conscious decision to support the new form of government.
That is correct.
Because they really didn't know any better.
As all of us begin the journey, right?
Right.
You're told certain things, you think certain things are going to occur, and then reality happens. And that's what happened with my family.
So let's go. Let's start. We'll come back to them. But what I want to focus on is, okay, your dad and your mom, they sit down and they say, you know what, this just ain't good. Let's get out while the getting's good. We got to give up everything that we have. We understand we have to start over.
That is correct.
But the values that they instilled in you and your sisters were life-changing, really.
Completely.
Yeah. I mean, it's beautiful to listen to this story, to see how a family would make the conscious decision to just give up everything, come to this country, and let me tell you, folks, it happens every day. That's why we're such a sought-after place to come and immigrate, to take up a new life here.
Absolutely.
But I can tell you, this lady did it the right way. And her sisters did it the right way. Her parents did it the right way. And when they made that decision, okay, they get on an airplane. Mm-hmm. You're in Cuba. You get on an airplane, you land in Miami to what they call the Freedom Tower.
That is correct. It's in downtown Florida. They kind of register you there. And my father, being a businessman in Cuba, in the auto parts business, he had relationships in the United States. And
as you recall, he spoke fluent English, right?
My dad did speak English.
Yeah. Well, when
fluent enough to be dangerous, okay? He, believe it or not, I've been told I have an accent, but he did have an accent. But so he was in contact with business partners in the United States, and he had a friend of his that was very connected with a Catholic church in
like
Texas.
the Catholic Charities.
That is correct.
Okay.
And what happened was when we went into Florida and got registered through the Freedom Fights, my father already had that contact in Fort Worth, Texas, and that church sponsored my family.
Okay, so you guys came into Miami.
We lived in Miami for 15
but
days.
your dad had enough forethought to reach out to his friends in the Fort Worth area. They were able to get some money to you, to your dad.
What happened was when you land in Florida, they would give you $5 a day to live.
Per person or?
Per person.
Wow.
So we had a small family. We had a small family in Florida.
Yeah.
By then, my dad was just trying to figure out where do we go for some support. This church supported us. They had a small cottage behind the church where we lived. My dad, they were able to help him find a job as a custodian.
And keep in mind, this was a means to an end. They didn't want a handout.
No, absolutely not.
That's the one thing that you all pride yourself on is you didn't want a handout. You wanted an opportunity.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Right?
Absolutely. Like most of us do. We want to work. We want to be educated. We want to live the American dream, right? We want to be free. And that's why we left Cuba. So my dad got a job and always looking for the next move. How do we improve our situation?
How do we leapfrog to the next level?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So you land in Texas, you've got Catholic Charities support, and your dad takes a job as a
custodian.
And then he leapfrogged, I believe, to
New York.
I thought he worked for a major automaker for a while.
When he moves to New York, we moved to New York, Tarrytown, New Jersey.
Oh, yeah.
My dad got an opportunity working in a factory. He was on the assembly line of a car dealership. And then subsequently, unfortunately, an engine fell on his back, and he was hospitalized for 3 months. For 3 months.
Wow.
During that time, then my mother took a job as a factory worker, as a seamstress.
And who took care of you guys during the day? You made do.
We made do.
Okay. See that? I mean,
we were young. We were,
resilient.
At this point, 5, 6, 7 years old.
Yeah.
A neighbor would check up on us. My father had to work.
And the way I look at it, I didn't have those struggles. I mean, my dad wasn't wealthy when we were growing up, but he had a job and then became self-employed. And but in my mind, what I see is all of those. I see you and your sisters, seeing the struggles that they went through and what they would have to do. And you emulated that as you all moved through life, right?
Listen, Rick, I think as an immigrant, you have several struggles, right? You have the struggle of, for us in my parents' case, and in many immigrants' cases, you're leaving family behind.
Right.
My mother left her sister, her husband, their 3 kids. My mother left her parents because her parents didn't want to leave their daughter in Cuba.
So what we're doing now is we're coming back to the family that made the conscious decision to stay there.
That is
some
correct.
by design, some out of necessity.
Exactly.
Okay.
So the struggle isn't only you're taking care of your family here, trying to survive a new way of life, finding jobs, learning the language, because although my dad spoke enough English to be dangerous, my mom knew less than that. Okay, so not only they're trying to fit in, they have 3 very young daughters that Where do they go to school? How do you get them into the system? My sisters and I did not learn Spanish until we were teenagers.
And that is because your parents were proud to be in the U.S. and they wanted to
incorporate.
They wanted to assimilate.
Absolutely.
Into the, what we see today is we see these pockets of different radical groups that want to stay insulated and isolated, and they don't want to assimilate. We're supposed to be a melting pot. They don't want to melt into the masses. They want to keep their totally own identity. They want to speak their own language. They want to take part in whatever kind of law that their country had. That's just not the way things should be, and
That
you
is
guys
not-
realized it. And
that is not the way that we came to this country.
Right.
We did not want handout. We wanted the opportunity to prove that everything that we could be and contribute to this country as an equal.
Right. Keep in mind, and one of the reasons that I was so bent on bringing this story is this is not an isolated situation. This is not just a one-off that happened one day. This was the norm.
Absolutely. My cousins, my entire family.
Right.
All of us came either during the freedom flights or in my parents' case.
Yeah.
Every penny they made, they had to save so we could bring my aunt, her husband, their 3 kids, and my grandparents out of Cuba.
Yeah.
We had to pay for that now. So
they were sending money back.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So they're sending money back to Cuba, and they're trying to provide for life here.
Absolutely.
But they're also sending money back to try to get people to get back to bring the rest of your family over
as
here.
well as food, shelter, the basic soap, shampoo,
Yeah.
whatever, medicine.
Right.
All those necessities.
Yeah, and the point I was trying to make was, you've met so many people in your life just because you see another Cuban immigrant, you want to know their story.
Absolutely.
And it's like looking in the mirror.
We have
would
so much
imagine.
commonality, Rick. You meet a Cuban like me, and we immediately click because our stories are the same.
Yeah.
That struggle of you're torn between wanting to be where you belong in your country, but yet you understand that this is your new place. You've got to be assimilated. You've got to do whatever it takes to be your equal.
Yeah.
We came into this country. We didn't know the language, but we needed to make sure that I raised to your bar. So I
Exactly.
can be contributing factor into
Yeah.
the United States.
Fast forward, you and your sisters have become very successful in your own right. You didn't take out student loans.
No.
You didn't have someone buy a car for you.
Absolutely not.
You took a bus until you were able to afford a damn car by your own good self.
That's it. I still have memories of taking the bus to go to work.
Don't beat on the table, darling. You're banging
In the rain.
Yeah.
As well as, buying my first car, which in Florida didn't have air conditioning or power steering.
Right. But you went to college, you put yourself through college.
Absolutely.
And you just didn't say, I'm going to college and I'm going to get someone to pay for it. You went when you could afford to go.
That's correct.
And
I
you worked full time in
full-time.
order to afford. Both of your sisters are very accomplished. They both attained master's degrees.
That's correct.
Mathematics, government service. You became a human resource
professional.
Yeah,
yes.
I got the first letters right. A human resource professional. The majority of your career, and it's just really a beautiful picture. And when we'll take a break here for a second to regroup, but what I'd like to do is just make this now relevant to what we're seeing today in the politics. We see the Bernie Sanders who reaches out and he said, "Oh, there's nothing wrong with Castro, and there's nothing wrong with that type of government." This guy's just a whack socialist.
Completely.
And he says that Well, you know, they implemented all these reading skills. Yeah, they were probably reading the Communist Manifesto.
I didn't sleep for days when I heard that from Bernie
and that's
Sanders.
what was so touching to you, about you, when you said that. You looked at me and you said, you know, and I'm going, I don't get emotional, Ceci. Everything's going to be okay. You know, she has a tendency to do that, folks.
Nah, just a little bit.
Yeah, right. She said to me, I said, what are you worried about in what he's professing? She said, I am scared. The Cuban people are scared. And it was deep-seated. I'm telling you. I looked in her eyes and she said, I am scared. And I said, what are you scared about? She said, I'm scared that we may go back to the same mess that my parents struggled so hard to get away from.
When I was hearing Bernie Sanders, all I can think about is this what my parents were listening to when they were in Cuba? Is this the Fidel Castro that got them so scared? And I was reliving my parents.
Say that again. Say the Fidel.
Fidel Castro.
I love that.
I was living my parents' worst nightmare. So for my generation of Cubans, we've lived it. We've seen our parents live it. The struggles to come here, to become successful. And it's like, oh no, we got to start all over again.
Yeah. When we first started talking about it, you know, you let's call a spade a shovel. You did get emotional, and I said, hold on, it's all got a happy. It's got a happy ending here.
It does.
So you know, then we were able to get through it. But what I'm trying to convey is that these are deep-seated feelings that'll never go away. Never go away. All you can do is you can hope for the best, and you can root for the best, and you can get up every morning, and by God, I'm going to tackle this day.
Fight through it. Absolutely.
Fight through it.
Never give up.
So, you know, that's kind of the preamble to this whole thing. So what I want to do is I want to take a quick break, and then we'll come back and we'll spend the last 15 minutes about, you know, what's going on in the world today and where in the heck is this whole thing going? How's that sound?
Sounds great.
I'm loving being here with Ceci Acevedo out of Fannin County. She and her great husband, Ron, came up from Miami and in kind of semi-retirement.
That's correct.
Ron loves to ride his motorcycle. They love to get out. They're big outdoors people. They hike. I've never seen this girl get in the dirt so much in my life. As she loves to garden. She loves to take care of her yard, and she loves the animals that we take care of at the Humane Society. So it's so heartfelt to have you here. So
thank you, Rick. I appreciate it.
No, thanks for coming. So we'll take a quick break. Support the people that support us and make this whole thing possible. We'll be back on the other side, and we'll close out the show with a few of our thoughts. Take us to break, Destiny, please.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
I'm Jeff Riblett, President of Asset Protection Group. As a certified financial planner and with 20 years experience, I've helped thousands of families and business owners create a tremendous amount of wealth. Fortunately, most of that wealth has been protected. Don't allow an unforeseen life event, such as a nursing home stay or the next market meltdown, destroy your family's wealth. Be smart. Call me. Let's determine how best to protect your assets and preserve your wealth.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
It's been 4 generations of family ownership, tens of thousands of customers, and more Chevys than we'd ever be able to count. And more than 60 years later, when we say Days gets it done, we still mean it. With the North Georgia Mountains lowest Chevy prices, a huge selection, and outstanding customer care. See Days Chevrolet in Jasper, and let's get it done. Days Chevrolet. Days gets it done. Find new roads.
Hey, we're back, folks. For those of you who missed the first segment, you really missed some good stuff. But as you can see up there right now, you can reach us at FYNTV at Fetcher News for Instagram. But there'll be a little Instagram clip up in no time. Or you can go to Fetcher News TV and you can do an on-demand replay. Or you can go to our YouTube site, FYNTV Fetcher News, and probably after lunch the segment will be posted along with a bunch of other segments. So those of you out there who might have had to take the dog out or feed the dogs or take a shower or whatever, you missed some really good stuff. Ceci Acevedo is my guest this morning. She has been taking us through her family immigrating from Cuba to the U.S., her 2 sisters, her mom, her dad. And we're kind of at the point now, where we've gone over everything. The family's now back. They've reunited. The parents are getting older. The ladies are married. They've put themselves through school. They've had great jobs. And now they find themselves in a political climate that they've experienced that they don't like. Now, I'm not speaking for your sisters or their siblings, or their children. Because they might have taken a different tack along the way. But one of the things that Ceci said to me that I talked about just before we took a break, that how scared she was, and I said, "Why are you scared?" She said, "Because I don't want to go back to what I saw my parents go through and what we came from." And that resonated with me, and so we say to ourselves, you look at a Bernie Sanders, and he definitely has a following.
Absolutely.
I mean, he has a legitimate dyed-in-the-wool following, whether it be the AOC tribe or
the Young tribe, which is the scary part.
The scary part. We talked about that in the car coming in.
Yes.
We're fine. Well, you know, we're on the downswing. You know, we're sliding downhill now. But what about our kids or our grandkids or, you know, your nieces, your nephews, things like that? You worry about what'll happen to this country. And then you take a step back and you say, okay, I think I get up in the morning and I'm a pretty rational person. You know, I like capitalism.
So do I.
I like what it does for my lifestyle.
Absolutely.
I like it. I like the opportunity it affords me.
But nothing came free.
Nothing.
You took the steps to get to the lifestyle that you wanted. And that's the beauty about living in the United States, being free.
And I think people that come into this country from a different environment appreciate it a lot more.
Why do you think we all want to be here?
Yeah, exactly.
Nicaragua, Ecuador, Costa Rica, Cubans, we want
Say
those
Venezuela
freedom.
for me.
Venezuela. Why do immigrants come here? Why? Because they're looking for the same things that we have here in the United States. The freedom that if you work, you can aspire, you can obtain. What you put in, you get out.
One of the most successful guys, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm going out on a limb here because I haven't really researched it, but we talked about him this morning. Wayne Huizenga.
Absolutely.
One of the most successful businessmen in South Florida, if not the U.S.
He went into the trash disposal business.
And he's a Cuban immigrant, correct?
I'm not sure about
But he's
that.
Cuban, right?
I'm not sure Wayne Huizenga is Cuban.
All right. But anyway, he aspired.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I worked for him when I worked at the garbage industry in Miami.
Right. Yeah. So you had garbage in your
I
background.
did.
Huh?
It just, you know, you do
You
whatever it
You
takes.
didn't ride the back of a truck, did you?
I did for a little bit.
She would be the prettiest one back there, I guarantee you. Anyway, so let's come back to we get up in the morning and we think, why in the world do the younger kids and some of the older, why do they assimilate to that thinking? And it really comes back to one thing, and this is my belief.
What is it?
They have never experienced hardship.
Absolutely.
A lot of these kids, and I've used the term loosely, Destiny's sitting on the other side of the glass. You know, she's young enough. She's never experienced life without a cell phone. She's never experienced life without fast food.
I assure you, most of them have never ridden a city bus.
Right.
Or stood in the rain with an umbrella getting a city bus to go to work.
Right. Yeah, and wondering if I'm going to be there on time.
Absolutely.
Because there might be a traffic jam and the boss is going to be mad at me because my bus was late, you know.
Or even college. Who works full time and put themselves through college?
Right.
I did.
Right.
How many of these kids work full time to put themselves through
So
college?
they hear
struggle.
things. They hear things like free education, health care for all. Is it a right? Is it a privilege? Well, you know, that's debatable. But having half the population work their keisters off to pay off their student loans, or their parents have had the ability to save enough to put the kids through college if they decide that that was the best course of education. And then someone comes along and says, you know what, we're going to wipe out student debt. Well, what about me? I paid it all.
But more importantly, where are you getting all this money from? Look at Medicare and Medicaid. Shouldn't we be taking care of the elderly, the veterans? If you can talk and walk and work, you should be working, and we should all be helping those that cannot, being elderly, disabled, veterans that have fought in wars to help us be free. They can't.
Funny, it kind of says that in the Bible too, doesn't it? I'm not going to go
help
there.
Yourself if you can help yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
And that should be our motto.
Right. So, do you agree with me in that some of the population has never experienced hardship? They've never been through a world war. I forgot about the big one.
Yeah.
You know.
But it's a shame, Rick, that we have to think about going through a struggle to make ourselves better. we should be thankful and saying, I have these opportunities. How do I get from A to B and C with my own will and power? That helps us be who we are.
Here's a question for you. What do you think about closed borders?
Absolutely. We got to have them. There has to be an entry point where immigrants wait in line and apply for immigration. I think personally, we should have work visas, but people should do it legally. This country should accept the people that are needed to continue to improve our lives, but we can improve immigrants' lives too. They come, they work, we train them, and then off seasons they go back to their country, and then they train their people, they sow their fields. We can work this through where it's a win-win for all of us, but you can't jump the wall.
One of the things that the U.S. government thought was when they did the freedom flights is they termed the Cuban immigrants that were coming over, they termed them parolees.
Mm-hmm, they did.
Because they thought, they really want to go back to their country. And you know what? You told me your parents thought.
Yes.
Hey, we're going to go back. We just need to figure this thing out.
That's correct.
And, once the government gets straightened out, which never happened to date, they never went back. So consequently, they didn't really become citizens for 15, 20 years.
That is correct. Even
though they were here legally,
yes,
they had their
we were residents,
Right.
and we had the open door opportunity to become legal citizens of the United States. We didn't do that for years because we always thought we'd go back to our country.
Right.
And it just, when time went on, it didn't happen. So we all became citizens.
This is not meant to be demeaning, but what happened when all of these people came over from Cuba, a lot of really bright people came over here, and Cuba suffered what they call a brain drain.
Absolutely.
There were a lot of educated people that came over here, and that's one of the things that Lyndon Johnson, in his semi-infinite wisdom, thought, well, you know what? We're getting some pretty bright people over here. It'll help the job situation. We've got people that are coming over here that are medically trained, that are educators.
The first
that are
wave
bilingual
of Cubans were all the highly educated.
Yeah.
My mother was a teacher. My father owned his own business. And they were successful here because that's what they brought with them.
Right.
And a lot of the Cubans that came to this country that are all in Florida, look at Florida. It's all that generation of, my uncle was a civil engineer. All business people or people that had drive, that wanted to be successful.
Right. And so tell me what you're seeing you're seeing second and third generation Cubans now.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And how is that stacking up?
Well, second, third generations are very different than my generation, right? Because
You're second generation.
I'm second generation, but I saw my parents struggle. The generation after me, they haven't seen the struggle.
They have not experienced adversity.
Absolutely not. And because my parents struggled and we struggled, our kids didn't struggle because we've done everything we can to give them every opportunity to be successful.
Possibly too much.
Possibly. I don't think we're any different than the American. I'm an American now.
Absolutely.
And our kids are Americans.
What else sticks out in your mind most about why you support President Trump and you are so opposed to the progressive left?
Well, I
don't mean to put you on the spot.
No, and you're not, because I am a huge Trump supporter. And for me...
Is that why you're wearing the T-shirts this morning?
Proud Cuban.
Proud Cuba, voting for Trump. I love
it. And take maybe the Trump person away from it. It's his beliefs.
Right.
He believes the same things that I do, or I believe many of the same things he does. No illegal immigration. There is a process.
Strong
military. You can't give welfare to everybody. Who needs it? We're going to help you through that time, but once you can work, go get a job. We all have to help each other, but get through it. Strong military. We got to defend this country. So
we got to defend our beliefs.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Freedom of speech, freedom of religion.
Freedom to Second Amendment rights.
Bear arms. He represents a lot of what I represent.
Yeah. You take the persona out of it, but the values
absolutely
just dovetail perfectly aligned with
my beliefs, and that's what I will vote for. That's exactly what I vote for.
Well, I think that's why there's such a groundswell of support. Even never Trumpers, some of those people are coming around and seeing, the initiative he took during this coronavirus scare. Call it what you want. It's out there. We got to deal with it. But even Gavin Newsom came out yesterday.
I know.
And absolutely rung the praises of this president.
It won't last long, but we'll take it while we can.
We'll take it while we can.
Absolutely.
He came out and said they had a great understanding, and he couldn't say enough about the way the president and Pence, the direction under Vice President Pence have handled this whole thing. So, anyway, we had fun this morning.
Yes, we did.
I told you to go fast, right?
Thank you so much for inviting me, Rick.
This was the third time. We had 2 hiccups. And we finally made it back. I said, Ceci's prepared so hard for this, and I just thought it was such an important piece to bring to the people out there who make this show possible, and the people that watch us and our friends, to understand the struggles that these people have gone through and what makes them such a strong voice for America and a strong support of President Trump. And that lady right there,
Vote for Trump.
She says it all. So, ladies, we appreciate you behind the glass. We're going to thank our sponsors. Brian, thank you for this segment. I know he's pounding the pavement right now. He's got political season in full swing, so he's out there trying to get a soundbite every time he can and bring everybody to the forefront so that you can make an informed decision on Election Day. So, again, thank you, Ceci.
Rick.
And ladies, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a good day, and we are out of here.